We're going to talk about the nurses that want to move and migrate to the United Kingdom. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But right now, because of a lot of restrictions, with traveling, with the COVID, and then it's like a lot of countries are losing their nurses. So the World Health Organization has put out a rule against agencies, limiting them from hiring nurses from certain countries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a general video in case you're watching from anywhere, any part of the world. This is going to be a guide for you to, even if your country is restricted from coming in from agency, there are ways you can crack this. But there is a way. There is a way we can do this. Don't let anyone know. I'm going to whisper about it. Come close, come close. Let's talk about it. Bring it in. Right, 3 top agencies that if your country is still allowed to come in through agency, you can come in that way. And then I'm going to tell you about if you cannot go through agency, how you can do it by yourself. Right now, WNA.healthcare are hiring nurses to come into the UK. And when you come in through agency, it's different. It's easier for you because the agencies act as guides. They provide you the most important information, especially if you haven't done this before, if you haven't traveled outside of your country before. They go and they find the hospitals or the care homes, whichever one you choose to work at. They find them for you. They tell them about you. And then they ask you to send your documents to them, and then they say, take these your documents, send it to the company. The company will schedule you for an interview, and these agencies would coach you for this interview. And then even if you do not get your first job or on your first interview, they will still find you another trust, another hospital, another care home that will do you an interview, and then until you've gotten a job to come to the UK. So they guide you through this, and what happens is like most of these things are paid for by the hospital that is hiring you, and the hospital also pays the agency for bringing you into the country. So that means like the agency needs you money for them. So the only thing you have to do is to make sure you send all the documents they ask you for, and make sure that you pass your interview, and then they'll bring you into the UK. They'll pay your flights, they'll pay for your travel, they'll pay for your exams. Some agencies give you stipend, like when you come in, they give you stipend, and some of this money are being deducted from your salary when you come into the UK. But it's an easy way to come in, and it makes things easier for you. IANS, IANS on Facebook. They're on Facebook. They've got the website. They're on LinkedIn. They are on YouTube. I think they're everywhere. This is one of the good agencies in the UK. I must tell you, they're very good. They've got like team of solicitors. They specialize in migration actually. So they are very good. And right now, they even got a program going on, which like, even if you're not a nurse, they've got this program to help skilled workers relocate into the UK. But then you have to sign up for their webinar, which you have to pay, and all stuff of things. But when you check out the website, you get more information. But if you're a registered nurse coming in through them, you don't have to pay for anything. But if it's like a skilled worker, which is like a carer coming to work as a carer, then you have to pay for the webinar, for the registration, and every sort of things that they would require you to pay for. But I can guarantee you that they are legit, And the other one is Envertiz. I'll put the link envertiz.com. Envertiz.com. So Envertiz is good, because my friend used them to come into the UK, and what they do as well is like what WNA does, or what any other agency like I explained does. You send your documents to them, they take these documents, they send it to the hospital or the trust or the care home or any company that chooses to hire you. Send it to them, they schedule your interview, and when you pass your interview, they do all your documents, all the processes, the visa and everything, and send you the documents for the visa. You actually have to go and apply for the visa in your home country or in a neighboring country where they have a UK embassy. Yeah, so that's how they do it. Now let's go to the juicy part of it. What if your country is on the list where WHO has banned from agencies hiring? What do you do? What do you do? So what you do is you go straight to NHS website. This is jobs.nhs.uk. Go straight to this website, you put it on the search, you find the hospital that you want to work for. You put on that area, the hospital, if it's like University of Manchester Hospital, if it's like University Hospital London, whichever hospital you choose to work with, King's College Hospital, you choose them, you find out like if they have any advertising position on the website, and then which area they're looking for. If they're looking for A&E nurse, if they're looking for medical surgical nurse, if they're looking for theater nurse, you put that in. You will see all this information on the website. You search for it, and then you apply directly to them. Yes, easy peasy, easy like that. You apply directly to them. So what happens is like you do not have middleman, which is the agency. Right now that bridge is broken. You go straight to the employer. It's gonna take a bit longer, maybe like a little bit more stressful compared to when the agencies are doing it for you. But then it's a thing. It's better than not doing it at all. Before you go to these people, make sure you have your CV all written out properly, like the area you've worked, you know, like your skills, your recent CV. That's what you need to upload to them. Your certificate, everything. You have to have all of these things ready. And if you're from a country that requires English language, you know, you need to make sure that you find a way to do your English, which is like IELTS is the one that is mostly required, or OET. You know, you just make sure you find a way to do your English exams. But most of the things you're gonna do them by yourself, and then when you get into the country, then they will reimburse you back your money. And then you have to prepare to do your CBT exam, which is like a computer-based, you know, exam where they ask you questions. It's not as difficult as NCLEX. If you know anything about the American exam, which is called NCLEX, the CBT is actually easier. It's not really as detailed and clinically based as the NCLEX. Is easier. You find a location in your country where you have to do these exams, you know, and then they would put you in to do. You go ahead, you book your exam, you do your exam. As soon as you get the result for your exam, you send it over to the NMC. You register for your NMC with your IELTS, and then NMC would then issue you a temporary thing, you know, and to say, you know what, this nurse can come into the UK. And what they do is like, that is called a decision letter, which NMC is gonna issue you. When they issue you this decision letter, then you're gonna use that decision letter, send it to your employer, which you have gotten from that jobs.nhs.uk website. Your employer will then pay for your ticket to come into the UK. And when you've come into the UK, they're gonna put you to work as a band 4. You come in, you work as a carer registered nurse until you have done the OSCE exam. The OSCE is like the practical exam. When you've done this practical exam, which they're gonna pay for you for, your employer is gonna pay for it. And then when you've passed this exam, then NMC is gonna then issue you a full license to practice as a registered nurse in the United Kingdom. Also, bear in mind that if you fail this OSCE exam 3 times, they might send you back to your home country. So when you come in, you're not a registered nurse as yet until you've passed this OSCE exam, which you cannot do anywhere outside of the United Kingdom. You have to be in the UK to be able to do this. Good luck on your journey to the United Kingdom working as a registered nurse. If you have any more questions, put it right in the comment box and I can do a chapter 2 video to explain further about what you need. I'm gonna put the links to the website, and it's very easy for you to navigate. You know, just remember to put in the area you want to go to and the area of specialty that you are looking to apply for. If it's like a medical surgical, if it's the A&E, if it's the theater part of the nursing, all of this information will make it easier for you to find what you're looking for on the website. Have a good day. Bye bye.